Hi, everyone. This is Mack Jackson Jr. from Technology Review, and I'm here with Cris Williams from Nevada Consumer Affairs Fight Fraud Task Force. And she is the chair of the task force here, and we're going to talk about consumer fraud and some things that you should know regarding the viruses that are going on and the frauds and the scammers that are happening in our community. Hi, Cris. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Hi, Mac. Thank you for the invitation.
Yes, thank you. I'm glad to be able to talk with us today. So tell us, how is your department now? Tell me about how your department is running now from home, since everyone has to work from home nowadays.
Absolutely, Mac. Yes, it's been a challenge, but we are making it work here at home. We have two investigators, one investigator in Carson City, working out of his, I believe he's in Reno. He resides in Reno and working out of that office and handling that northern area. And I have myself and I have Shane Prasad, who is investigator here in Las Vegas.
Great, great. Well, some of the emails I've been receiving from my clients and friends and family is regarding the IRS economic impact checks that will be sent by the federal government. And there's been a report of scammers that are looking to scam consumers and getting their credit card information or bank information. Have you heard of any of that? And what should consumers do if they do hear or try to get scammed?
Yes, we did receive a complaint. I believe that the consumer received a text to contact them regarding their the stimulus check that the consumers will be receiving or the public will be receiving soon. And we did ask them to file a complaint so we could have it on record. So we haven't received it yet, but once we do ask the public not to provide any personal information, report it to the IRS. It's been all over the news, so that, stay informed, keeping up with the news. They have a lot of great information. The Federal Trade Commission is a great resource as well that you can contact.
Excellent.
And of course, Consumer Affairs.
Yes, definitely Consumer Affairs. So do you see that will be an uptake in this type of scams and other scams like this, besides just the IRS checks? There's other scams going on too, and how these scammers are reaching consumers or through the emails, right?
Yes, they are. There are, as you know, a lot of us are home. So scammers are taking advantage of that and emailing people, via email, or Facebook is another big one that are being contacted by these scammers. So watch out for those type of, connections and things like that. So.
Exactly. Yeah, and identity theft also is on the increase during all this, because people are clicking on different emails because the word coronavirus 19 is everywhere. And when you get an email, people think it's information on this coronavirus that is important to them. So they'll click on it, not knowing that it could be a scammer on the other side of it, trying to get their personal identifiable information. So they need to be very, very careful when they get these emails, and not just to click on something because you assume that it's from Chris's office or someone else or from the federal government. They need to be very, very cautious when they see this type of information.
Absolutely. One thing I could say is that no government agency will ever demand to pay by a gift card, also because they do ask that.
Yes.
Ask for wiring money or digital type of currency. So be aware of that. That's one of the things that is a red flag. That should be a red flag for the public.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And the other thing I want to cover with you while we have a little bit of time is about the stability and how unsafe workers are having working from home. When you're working from your office, you have an IT team that'll set up your network. They'll set your routers up with passwords and security access, and you have a good firewall to protect your data. But now consumers are working from home, where their IT team is their 12-year-old nephew or niece or their kids that are working with them, or their spouse, helping them out, set their networks up, and they don't have the IT team, and makes their networks kind of vulnerable. So everyone should be very cautious and make sure they have antivirus software on their laptops or desktops, as well as a VPN service. That's virtual private network, and will give you a additional layer of protection to protect your information when you're transferring it back and forth over the internet. Remember, criminals are looking for vulnerability.
Exactly. You're
Yes.
correct. And yes, we are being very cautious as well as state employees, government employees. Make sure that you turn off everything, or not just turn off, but close all your apps that you have open. Don't leave anything open where these scammers can get a hold of your information.
Absolutely. So, Cris, how would our listeners get a hold of you or your office if they need to file a complaint or have questions to ask about local issues regarding fraud?
Yes, they can contact us either, of course, now through our website, which is www.consumeraffairs.nv.gov. And we do have a toll-free number here, and I'm trying to reach that number for you so I can give it to the public. That toll-free number is 844-594-7275. For the local people, they can call 702-486-2750. We are still calling even though we're at home, we can still access our voicemails from home. And we're keeping up with that daily, every day. Just about every hour on the hour, we check our voicemails. And as I mentioned, the Consumer Affairs website, you can click on it, and there is a complaint form that they can download, or they can also complete online.
Very good. Very good. Well, I appreciate that, Cris. I appreciate talking to you about it and everything. And definitely stay online here. We'll talk after the recording. But I want to let everyone know that if they have any issues regarding consumer affairs, definitely get a hold of Cris in Cris's office. And folks, definitely stay cyber woke and protect yourself from scammers that are out there trying to get your personal information. This is Mack Jackson from Technology Review. We'll be here again next time. We'll see you then. Thank you.
Yeah, be safe.